Leasing, Chapter 12, The Satellite Office. There are many indignities in property management, chasing unpaid water bills, trying to explain mold to landlords who believe in climate change but not condensation, and fending off tenants armed with Facebook screenshots of leaky taps and threats of going to a current affair. A few blows strike quite like being quietly exiled to the satellite office in Gordonvale. It wasn't a demotion in title. Chad had made that clear. He had changed his mind, albeit only slightly, after initially trying to kick me down the proverbial stairs.
It's a lateral move, John.
He'd said, smiling the way a spider might smile at a fly caught on a particularly decorative bit of web.
We need someone with experience to strengthen the regional outpost.
Translation. You're being quarantined from the main office until morale improves or you resign out of sheer despair. Gordonvale was a town just far enough outside Cairns that people only remembered it existed when they needed to dump something, a mattress, a cousin, or a disgraced employee. The satellite office itself sat between a taxidermist and a shop that exclusively sold pool noodles. The smell of old cooking oil lingered in the air due to the takeaway shop downstairs, and the walls were beige in a way that made you question if color had ever existed. My new team consisted of 3 people and a coffee machine that wheezed like a pensioner on a treadmill. There was Denise, the receptionist slash office manager slash occasional exorcist, who kept a cactus on her desk and referred to it as our most reliable team member. She had been in Gordonvale so long she could navigate tenancy laws from 1994 by memory. Then there was Gavin, a property officer who had once run a failed motivational seminar series called Unlock the Inner You, and now spoke almost exclusively in affirmations. He wore Crocs to work and had a weird fixation on fridge magnets with owls on them. And finally there was Caleb, the newest addition, young, overly polite, and with the nervous energy of a rescue greyhound. He'd apparently been transferred from the main office after an incident involving a drone, a rental inspection, and a misunderstanding with the police. All things considered, it was a slightly off-kilter but oddly functional crew. They mostly left me alone, which I appreciated. For the first week, I thought maybe I could make this work. Maybe this is where I disappear quietly into obscurity. No more tribunals, no more Ray, no more flaming bin fires of human dysfunction. Then Chad sent Ray to fix the printer. The message came in the form of a calendar invite. Ray to visit Gordonvale, printer maintenance and systems check, ETA 9:15 a.m. I forwarded it to Denise. She replied, "May God protect us." At exactly 9:42 a.m., Ray thundered through the door in high-vis and steel caps, carrying a battered tool bag and the unmistakable energy of someone who had spent the entire drive blasting nu metal and yelling at traffic. His shirt said Williams Maintenance Division, which, as far as I knew, consisted entirely of Ray and a drill he once borrowed from Bunnings and never returned.
Gordonvale,
He announced, arms spread like he'd arrived to liberate us.
who broke the printer?
We didn't break it.
Said Denise cautiously.
It's just saying paper jam.
Well, let's see if it's jammed then.
There's a special kind of dread that settles in your chest when you watch someone with absolutely no idea what they're doing start disassembling a piece of machinery that was already barely hanging on. Within minutes, the printer's guts were spread across the floor like a scene from CSI Office Edition. Ray muttered to himself as he poked at it with a screwdriver, then yanked out a circuit board like he was harvesting a kidney.
There's your problem.
He declared.
Too many buttons.
That's not how printers work.
Gavin offered. Ray ignored him and began reconnecting wires with the confidence of a man whose last great technical achievement was installing a DVD player in his dad's ute. By 10:30 a.m., not only was the printer completely dead, but the office phone system had also gone down. Apparently collateral damage from Ray plugging something into the wrong wall socket. Denise's cactus had fallen over in the chaos. Gavin's owl magnets had been accidentally wiped with their little googly eyes. And someone, possibly Ray, possibly Faith, had reset the aircon to 31 degrees.
You're welcome.
Ray said cheerfully, wiping toner off his forearms.
Should be good now. Just give it a bit to calibrate.
Then he left. No further instructions, no paperwork, just a lingering smell of sweat and electrical smoke. The office descended into post-tech disaster silence. Caleb was trying to revive the phone lines with a butter knife. Gavin had gone outside to do breathing exercises. Denise looked at me over the ruins of her desk.
So, how long do you think they'll leave you here?
I shrugged. Until Chad forgets I exist or dies, whichever comes first. She nodded solemnly.
Let's hope it's mercifully soon.
And with that, we taped a handwritten out-of-order sign to the printer, turned off the phones, and declared it unofficial early lunch. With no intention of returning. Sometimes in Gordonvale, that's all you can do.